Hey folks, it's the 17th of November 2020. It's 6 degrees Celsius outside and it is 2 o'clock, so the sun is going down in 4 minutes today and it's disgusting. It's a light drizzle outside. It's been that the past few days. And last year by this time we had laughing at some dogs playing. We had snow. We were out on the sleds training. This year it is instead that's the noise you hear is Moa and Thelma, mother and daughter, playing. This year instead we're having, as I said, 6 degrees Celsius, rain, and not really any snow in sight. A bit different. On top of that, our dog's stool has been not the greatest, so we decided to take a pause in the training until we have more answers about that. We sent out a sample to a lab earlier this week, or earlier this week, it was yesterday, Monday yesterday, so we'll see what the result will be when it comes back. So we don't want to train them until we know a little bit more on how to treat it. It could be anything or it could be nothing. Like it's their general condition is still really good. They are not showing any signs of fatigue or being extremely thirsty or being tired or like anything. They're just normal, but they have a runny stool that's been going on for some time. It hasn't gotten better, but such is life. They're having play days instead. Last video that you guys saw, we had just vaccinated them, so they need to rest because of that, and now they need to rest because of this. Of course, it's not all bad that winter has postponed its arrival. We managed to build the kennel that we were talking about in the last video, the sections that we have gotten. So now we are waiting for little Miss Thelma to come into heat, so we can hopefully breed her with our main big boy Nyala. Right, Nyala? Hey. Not that boy, but this boy, Nyala. Oh yes, this boy, he's a good one. We're gonna breed him with Thelma, and so we built this big kennel. It is quite a lot bigger than the rest of our kennels. Our idea is to have it for puppies or for retired dogs. The dog kennel looks a little bit funky with the different levels. The ground is not very leveled at all, but we thought that we were gonna just put this one up and everything will freeze again before we can do anything, but that didn't happen really. So we could have done the whole base leveled before we put this up, but now it's up already, so that's something we will have to do next year, just leveling out with logs on the bottom here to get it nice and even, and then we'll need to get some more dog houses as well. We're still of course preparing for a winter season, but with the state of the world, no one really knows what the winter season will actually look like. We might be swamped with people wanting to come on a trip in the forest with the dogs, or we might have absolutely zero. That time will tell, but we will still enjoy winter with our dogs no matter what. Yeah, it will just be different. That's the thing. But we'll still be able to put plenty of time together with the doggies and have fun.
So in our kennel we have both males and females, and our males are pretty easygoing. There's not a lot of fighting between them. I don't have any dogs with the males that are like no-go. They all work together in some capacity. I'm not worried about them together. The girls, on the other hand, are much more difficult, and we've always had a lot of difficulty with our females and their tension between each other. So something that I'm doing today seeing as the dogs are just having playtime, no running, is I'm trying to take out different pairings together. So normally I let out a kennel, so that's 2 dogs who live together, and then I'll let out a few other kennels that get along with those. What I've done now is I've taken out 1 dog, so I only have 2 dogs loose at the moment. I've taken 1 female from one kennel and a female from another kennel so that they can learn to be around each other without any teaming up, with lower risk of someone getting rubbed the wrong way. So let me show you who's out right now. Right now I have Ruth, who is the gray one there. She's younger. And then Nellie. Hi, Nellie. Nellie's older. She's about 5 or 6 years old. So when they first were loose together, the first thing I did is I put all the other dogs away, and I put Ruth here on the chain that is attached to the dog house that we have in the middle of the yard. You can see over there. That way Ruth wasn't going to bombard Nellie when I let her out. And these girls don't have a problem with each other, but you can see now they're playing a little bit more. This is so nice. Good girls. You being cute? So I had Ruth, on the chain, and then I let Nellie loose. Once Nellie, of course, she's a very nice dog, and Nellie just didn't even look at her when she was released from the kennel. She didn't even go up to her. So Nellie ran around, and then I went over to Ruth and I let Ruth loose. Ruth was a little uneasy at first. Nellie didn't care. So I let them sniff each other while they were next to me and just sort of let them be a little bit, but keeping a close eye. And then they just started playing around together. So this is something that we do with the dogs that's part of the training, but sort of outside. Nellie, girls, easy. Okay, now it's just WrestleMania between these two. She's having a blast, which is very nice. Hi, can you take it easy? Yeah. Hi. So with the dogs, we do a lot of training on the front of the quad, but there's so much more training that we have to do that's not just exercise. You know, we do a lot of work with their behavior and what's going on in their head, and this is something that I tried to focus on this season, especially with our females. And not all of our females are problematic, but we have more problematic females than problematic males, that's for sure. So this is really nice to see that's successful. When I've done these kinds of more these things where I'm taking a risk, I always do it with the lowest risk possible. So that means I'm going to think about which dogs I'm choosing to put out together. Neither of these females that I have out now are what I would call difficult dogs. Ruth is young, she's just 2 years old, and she's a little bit more spunky in her head and can be a little bit more pushy and out there. So I want her to be out with another female and not feel that she's automatically has to have her hackles up just because it's a different female that's not who she lives with. And it's going well, although there's something going on. Now, this doesn't mean that I'm gonna now let these 2 girls out with both their kennel mates, although, mind you, their kennel mates I think would be okay, but I would want to do this a few more times before I feel super comfortable, and do all the combinations as well. So let Nellie and Prada be out together, just the 2 of them. Let Ruth and Ruby, who are sisters, be out, just the 2 of them, and all those different combinations. So, but this is a good start. I'm really happy to see this. I would like to try another combination, but this is a good start. And it just took some time as well and patience from me to let them play around and be together and not feel irritated by each other. And part of this, of course, is the age. Nellie's older, Ruth is younger by a significant enough amount where the line is clear who is in charge of who. Who has more, I shouldn't say who's in charge, who has more authority over who. That doesn't mean that Ruth can't say I don't like that, and that doesn't mean that Nellie won't listen, but it's good to have that kind of balance. I'm just trying to...
Alright, that's it for this week's video. It's not much, but it's basically what we've been doing this last couple of weeks since the last time we uploaded a video for you guys. It's been quite boring, honestly. The snow that we had is of course gone, and the dog's stomach's been upset, so we've been upset over that. So we haven't done too many exciting things, I guess. We've been waiting and wishing for better stomachs and more snow.
Yep. Things are cooling down now though, so we're hoping to get back into training this week. Now that the dogs have sort of cleared their system out a little bit. We know it's not a
bacteria or virus.
Yeah, so we're just trying to reset their tummies a little bit and take it easy for them. But they're itching to go training, and so are we, so and we're really ready for winter to arrive. We will see you folks soon, and hopefully the next time we see you, there'll be something more exciting happening here on the homestead.
Yeah.
All right.
See you guys.
See ya.